Hey guys, DDRM here. Hey, what's up guys? Back at the paint shop with the Mustang because he's got to finalize everything. Everybody knows when you build these cars, you're always going to have something you got to finalize or something you got to correct or whatever. So we are back up at Patrick's Rod and Custom back in Mansfield. Here's the beautiful Mustang. So just a couple things he's got to finish and stuff like that and kind of tweak, and it happens. Do a final cut and buff and get the door locks installed. Make sure when you put these in, because I'd rather have him put these in case it chips and we can figure it out. You got to file the paint off where you're putting them in, but for the most part it transported up here real nice. So there's the beautiful heart of this thing, but everything looks good, guys. Everything's really nice. And so I'll get this back here hopefully in a week. Once it leaves here, then we'll go to the upholstery shop, get all that done. Next stop is then get glass in it, and then PPF the front, get the alignment done, and then run it on my buddy's dyno to actually break it in on there and stuff. I've already done a lot of three heat cycles and stuff on the motor with the sniper and stuff. Everything's checked out, everything's working, no more leaks. You're always going to have something, but that's all done and good now. The power steering had a little bit of a leak at one of the Dash X PTFE lines, but that's fine. I got all that figured out, so we're good. So right now everything's good and working properly. Yeah, it's looking beautiful. So now here is the other car, guys. I know you've seen this before. This is my 86 Grand National. So I brought it up here to Patrick because I'm gonna have him finish the paint on it. Just where it was at is just not feasible. So here you go, guys. 86 Grand National. This car has been a 4-year restoration. Everything on this car is brand new. I mean, I'm talking everything, every nut and bolt. I think the only thing I left stock on this is actually the rear end housing. It is a 342 gear posi from the factory, but we're going to beef it up because of this motor. This motor now that was built by Brad from Boost Crew Performance. Complete roller motor. Bigger injectors. 66 or 68 throttle body. 62, 66 turbo precision. Dawn Cruise stainless steel downpipe and headers. PT stretch. Intercooler stock location. So I mean, this car motor should be, I don't know, maybe 485 to 515 horsepower, maybe 660 and up torque. That's kind of his rough guesstimate right now. We'll see. He built a similar motor and it was about running like that. So this one here, like I said, I've tried to make this as neat as possible also, but like I said, everything's brand new. This motor was just yeah. Buicks are expensive to build, as everybody knows, because parts are 1.5 times more than anything else. But complete air distribution system, to run everything, get rid of the factory lines that come up here, get the block off plates. I mean, it's all, yeah, it's all done. Full suspension on it. CPP suspension, disc brakes. I went with the Grand National aluminum GNX drums and bigger wheel cylinders and stuff, so that should still stop really good. These are Grand National replica wheels, but in an 1810 in the rear and an 18.8 up front, and they look fabulous. I love them. They're so nice. And then of course I like my standard Continental Extreme. These ones here happen to be BF Goodrich. I went Continental Extreme on that, but these ones are actually a BF Goodrich. G-Force Sport tires, so these are still good tires, but so he's gonna block the whole thing, and basically the whole thing will come back, paint it again beautiful black, get it assembled, and then I'll get the interior, I'll get it hush matted on the floor, and then get the rest of this, too much wiring to do right there, and then get the wiring run back to the amp, and there's a nice system going in this and stuff. And then the computer up there usually sits right here on the passenger side, right up there behind a kick panel. So we got that. It's a brand new blue ECU GN ECU that you put in these things, and then we'll get it programmed. Brad, I'll take it down to Boost Crew, and he will actually start this and run it and program everything and stuff like that, make sure everything's up and no leaks, and check for everything. And the tranny is a stage 2 built 200 R4 from Janus Transmission. Has a billet drum in it. You know, better, I think a 10.5 PTE torque converter. So this car should be fast. We should hopefully run mid to high 10s. Not that I'm going to track it all, but it should run that if I wanted to. So, but that's the Grand National, guys. And I got a lot more projects now coming the way. So we'll see. So stay tuned, guys. I appreciate like, follow, subscribe, and I will catch you on the next.